I've reached the point in my life where I no longer live paycheck to paycheck. I now live paycheck to 4 days before paycheck. So
The way this year is going, for the next few months, it needs to be no spend September, omit October. No, you can't do it November, and don't even think about it December.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we're going to be checking out some videos on living paycheck to paycheck, and over 60% of people actually living paycheck to paycheck. So there's like a lot of it. Sometimes before you even get a paycheck, you've already spent it in your mind before the money comes, or sometimes the paycheck isn't even enough, or the paycheck you get just goes into all your bills and everything that you need to pay your debts and all of that. So we're going to be checking out this Rants videos about living paycheck to paycheck and how frustrating that is and how relatable it is, because a lot of us are actually going through it. But before we get right into this video, I want to give a very big shout out to Jabari for sending me a $5 super thanks. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. Please make sure you click the like button. It helps the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
Anyone else worried about their bills right now? Like, for me personally, my take-home paychecks are less than how much I have to spend on bills per pay period. Like, I don't know what's happened in the last several months. Like, last year, I was in a position where I had enough money in my account to pay for my bills. Now, I'm worried that my account is going to overdraft because the amount I get paid is less than how much my bills cost for that pay period. And honestly, it's a scary feeling, like, to be in a position where you don't have enough money to pay your bills and you have to tap into your savings, or you have to do a cash advancement or something like that. Like, that's really scary. And I fear that it's only going to get worse. Like, I might be in a position where I clear out my savings because I don't have enough money to pay my bills. Anyone else feel that way, or is it just me?
I know I'm not the only adult that sits in their car wondering how they're making the most money they've ever made in their entire life, and it still doesn't seem to be enough. My rent is $2,000 a month, and I live in a townhouse. My car note is $535 a month, and that's on the low end compared to what I see a lot of people pay. My car insurance is $370 between two vehicles. And every time I fucking turn around, that shit's going up, and they can't even tell you why, other than that the rates have increased. Why? And then you got some orange man in office trying to convince you that your grocery bill has decreased, but I just went and spent $100 on fucking chips, bread, bananas, apples, some muffins, and hamburger meat. Oh, don't forget the $10 eggs. My HOA just decided to charge me $100 because I left my garbage can sitting out in front of my house for a couple of days because I needed to let it dry after dumping it with bleach because there were maggots in there. You rent from these companies and they penny pinch you on everything that they can. We are being bullied into poverty by these corporations and billionaires. And we have somebody in office gaslighting us in our face, telling us, oh, no, you're not. I don't understand how the families that are living off $15 an hour, like, how are you doing it? How do you pay your rent? What do you do when your car breaks down? I don't know, dude. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I'm blessed compared to a lot of people, and it's still fucking hard.
Bro, if I knew how bad the economy was going to be up to date, I wouldn't have been riding no bikes, playing no video games. I would have bought a house when I was 10. They did a study based on today's economy. Like, what should minimum wage be based on today's economy to make sure an American is comfortable living a day-to-day life, like with the prices, how the prices is up to date. Bro, do you know how much they say you need to make an hour to be comfortable around this motherfucker? $66 an hour. $66 an hour, bro. Who the making that? That ain't even the kicker. You make $66 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. At the end of the month, guess how much you gonna have in whole? 10 bands. Oh no, but don't think you taking the whole 10 bands. You forgot about Uncle Sam. You're going home with 6,500. Maybe a 7-ball if you lucky. Okay, so eliminate all the bills and life expenses from that 6,500. You left, even motherfuckers who making $66 an hour after paying all their bills and life expenses at the end of the month, they only gonna be able to save a band or two a month. So regular motherfuckers like me and you was just cooked. We po. We just, at this point, we just on the internet seeing who can be po better. Who can be best at being po.
I just need somebody else to tell me that they're living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into credit card debt out of necessity, not because of fun. I am 28 years old. I work a decent paying job. I love my job. I make good income. We have no kids, me and my fiance, and we're still barely scraping by. Our bills are paid, but we can't save any money. We can't go on vacation. I mean, we do little things here and there, but realistically, we don't really do anything. And we still live paycheck to paycheck, okay? I don't understand how people with kids are doing this. Props to y'all. I mean, seriously, the utmost respect, because I feel like I'm drowning and I only have cats. Any money that we're able to save ends up getting spent on the car, or the cat has to go to the vet, or one of us has a medical emergency. Like, it just gone. It's gone. I don't understand. We don't live beyond our means. Are we all just collectively putting ourselves into debt because I don't know what else to do?
Hey, I saw this video the other day of this girl that was like, I just need somebody else to tell me that they're also living paycheck to paycheck. And I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, because the way that we're living is absurd. And I don't want you guys to feel alone in this ridiculous struggle that lots of us are going through right now. I'm 23 years old. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend. We split rent right down the middle. I make almost double what minimum wage is. He makes over double what minimum wage is. The only reason we still split rent right down the middle is because his car payment is almost triple what mine is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Insurance payments, utilities, phone bills, all of that kinds of stuff. We've got all of it. We have pets to feed. We don't ever go anywhere or do anything fun. We don't ever buy new clothes. I take that back. I bought that dress for $8 in the sales section at Marshall's the other day. The last new clothes I bought before that were these scrubs that you're looking at right now, clothes to wear to work. And the only reason I bought those is because work reimburses me for them. I'm not going to tell you how much money I owe on my credit card, but I have had to pay rent on my credit card before. Basically, the only way that I can feed my cats is if I buy their food on my credit card and pay it off as best as I can later. My half of rent is almost an entire paycheck for me. We literally had to set up the system where we make 2 rent payments, half at the beginning of the month, half in the middle of the month, or else I would not be able to ever pay rent on time. I could get a second job to be able to make more money, but I'd be sacrificing every ounce of free time that I have left, and along with that, every ounce of happiness that I have left. And I simply can't do that. Like, I'm already losing my mind. Which is why I started posting on here, because lots of people have gained opportunity through TikTok, but I don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and make authentic content and chat with you. The only reason I did today is because I happened to get home 10 minutes before my boyfriend. We live in such a small space, I can't ask him to go somewhere else and try to be quiet. Like, this door is broken. We have no choice but to be in the same room. I've been trying really hard to be consistent, but I'm losing stamina because in the last year I've made maybe $50 on TikTok. Like, it's bad. Y'all are about to see me on TikTok live. Thank you for the roses, because I'm but just letting you guys know, it's not just you. You're not alone.
Honestly, as stuff becomes more and more expensive, it becomes easier just to say no. I'm not gonna spend that. Like, literally, bro, you go to a restaurant nowadays, or no, for example, a cafe, they be trying to charge you $15 for a goddamn drink. Actually, I have tea at home. You go to the damn grocery store, they charge a nigga $6, $7 for a bag of chips. Actually, this is junk food. I don't need it. You go to the club, you ain't even walk in yet, they talking about it's $40. Actually, I have a goddamn speaker at home. I'm just gonna go vibe. Like, truly, it's literally infiltrating all, like, everything. And it gets to a point where me personally, I'm just the type of person, like, I know how inflation works. I know how a lot of this is not real. And y'all not gonna pull the wool over my eyes. Like, I'm very big on you're not gonna finesse me. So, yeah, that's just how I feel. Like, especially with the groceries. Like, all the junk food now has become so expensive. It literally has made it easier for me not to eat those things. Like, I can't even tell y'all the last time I bought a bag of chips for real, other than Pringles, because Pringles be like $2.50. But like a quite literal bag of chips, like the Lay's, I have not bought that in months. And when I had bought it, it was because it was on sale at Publix. Because it just be like, oh, okay, I see what y'all on. Same terrible, actually probably worse quality, and you think I'm gonna pay you crazy money for it.
As expensive as things have become, it is like so bad, because anytime you go out to purchase anything, it's really, really like maybe 2 times the price that it used to be. You're paying more, like we're paying more money to be buying stuff or paying bills and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like the paycheck still stays the same. it's not changing. You barely can even get a raise. Like when people get raises, like you can barely get like something that is actually going to be beneficial. It's laughable when there's even going to be a little bit of increase in your paycheck. Nothing. So it's like when they even checked the minimum wage that people are supposed to be getting in this day, it's supposed to be or 66. Like that's what people are supposed to be getting, but people are not getting it. So how many people are even getting paid that? So technically, we're actually in a bad place. That's why a lot of people don't have emergency funds, no savings, and if anything should go bad with that paycheck, you are screwed. Like a lot of people will be screwed, and many people actually get screwed every day.
No, because like it's really getting to a point. It's really getting to a point. Every time you leave your house, $50. Pay, buy, purchase, payment, payment, payment. Gotta buy books, gotta pay rent. You look up, you out of toothpaste. The next day you go get toothpaste, you out of soap. You go buy soap, now you out of deodorant. You looked at your gas tank and you only have 5 miles left. The first is Monday. The first is Monday. It was just the first. It was just the first. I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette. I need God himself to come down and hand me 30 bands right now. Like this life. And then it wanted to do all of this when I become the adult. When I'm a grown up. Because I could have sworn back when I was 12, my mama was buying houses for $6. Like grandma them paid 50 cents for their house, their down payment. Like I can't even live with roommates for rent $1,000. Gas $50. Every time you pass by a gas station, look at the price of the gas. $3. $3? Is this California? What? Y'all, I'm parked in front of Dollar Tree because I'm about to go in there and get some essentials. But before that, I honestly just had like the only crash out because I had stopped to get gas, right? And I'm really in a place in my life where I'm really budgeting my finances because I just don't got it like that. I'm in a real crunch, survival, financial, and I know it's not forever, but this is just the chapter I'm in. And as much as I try to be positive sometimes, like it's really hard. It's really hard to be in a financial like survival mode when you don't know what your next move is. You don't know where your next resource is coming from because it makes you hyper vigilant. And like when you're hyper vigilant, like you can't relax, your brain can't shut off, and you can't stop worrying, and that shit just drains all your energy. Like having to worry all the time drains your energy. And I understand that like people are like, oh, pray, and don't get me wrong, I pray, but when I'm about to take a shit and I don't know when the next fucking slice of paper toilet is coming from, like, you know, that's real life 3D shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's a really difficult place to be in. And so with that being said, I had $25 in like my Apple Cash card. And so I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna go to the gas station. I'm gonna get $15 of gas. And then the rest, like I'm gonna take to get like a little bit of essentials at Dollar Tree. And when I asked him for 15 regular, he had put gas in my car and it charged my whole shit. And I just stood there because like, I'm not trying to crash out in front of this man, but I'm like, I literally don't have anything else. Like my regular account is negative. I have no toilet tissue. I have no, like, I need stuff for the house. Like I don't have water. Like I don't, oh my God. So he was like, oh, like it charges you temporarily. Like it's going to refund you. So I literally drove off and I parked on this random street and I just cried. Like I just cried. Like I let it all out. Like I couldn't even, it wasn't even one of those like boohoo cries. It was just like one of those silent cries where like the tears just come down and you're just like overwhelmed. You just shut down. And within a couple of minutes, like I got $11 back. Thank God. And so with that being said, I'm about to go into the Dollar Tree and I'm about to get, you know, whatever essentials I can with that. But y'all, this is not okay. Like this is not normal. And I share this not because I want to give a sob story, not because, you know, I'm asking for help or anything like that, because honestly I'm a person that has a very hard time receiving help, and that's not even like my gist. It's just to shine a light for other people that are going through this shit, because I know that I'm not one of one. And
it's not even like, oh, you can tell somebody like get a job. Most of the jobs right now, most of the jobs are not paying enough for you to cover rent, for you to cover bills, and for you to be able to live. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane. And I don't know where anybody else lives, but I live in New Jersey. It's super fucking expensive on like the Northeast. Like it's the fact that other people live like this, because like I said, I know I'm not one of one. This shit is insane. And the fact that like it's only gonna get worse and this economy is only getting worse. Like, I understand, like I said, this is just a chapter. Like, I'm in my last year of grad school, so I know I'm gonna have a career next year. But the fact that like not many people are in my position and probably, you know, like have kids, have way more responsibilities than I do, and they have to live like this, it's fucking horrible. And it's depressing. And I think a big issue with like mental health and depression in this country is probably because people can't take care of themselves, and people know that. It makes you feel like a second-class citizen. It makes you feel like shit. It makes you feel like a bad person, and it makes you feel like you're not enough, and that's a shitty feeling. And it just makes me sad. It makes me sad that as a country we advance as much as we have, but there's so many people that are like falling between the cracks. And I don't know if anything will ever be done about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I had to share because this shit is hard. And if you're going through this, I'm really sorry. And honestly, I wouldn't wish this on nobody, for real.
Honestly, I feel like what makes it really, really bad is the fact that there's just too many things that we have to pay for. Like, that's the reason why it even gets so worse. Like, every time it's like the end of the month, like everybody literally have to pay so much, like for so many things, different type of things. You're paying for this, you're paying for rent, you're paying for car insurance, you're paying for health insurance, you're paying for this. Like, there's just so many things that we collect. Like, there's so many things we have to pay for. And then when you have like all the streaming services too, you have to pay for that. Then you have to pay for your gas, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. And I feel like there's just too many things, too many damn things that we pay for, and that actually makes it really bad. Like, it makes you like, you're like, damn, like everybody's just snatching the money as soon as it comes. Like, you barely can't even keep nothing. It sucks. Like, can we have anything left over, like by the time we're done working and slaving away, so we can be like, you know, what do I do with this? You don't really have that privilege. Like, you're literally, everything is gone before it even arrives. Like, it's basically gone. You're just distributing it, and God forbid you even have auto payment on. You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you. Please make sure you click the like button. It helps the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you think about this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.